For thousands of candidates, the transition from years of study to a single examination seat represents a high-stakes culmination of effort. This calendar grid shows the exam spanning 3 days, June 8th through the 10th, divided into 6 distinct testing shifts. Because each shift receives a unique question paper, difficulty levels fluctuate, making absolute, natural uniformity across all 6 sessions impossible. Managing the stress of this systemic imbalance becomes an additional layer of friction that candidates must navigate alongside the academic content itself. In the final hours before the doors open, that tension is often exploited by misinformation. Fake Telegram channels and social media accounts frequently circulate claims of leaked papers to trigger panic among applicants. The recruitment board actively monitors these digital rumors and has initiated legal action against those spreading false information to maintain testing center integrity. Focus requires a total insulation from this external noise. Speculative gossip serves only to diminish your performance. Fairness is maintained through normalization, a mathematical stabilizer that weights scores based on the relative difficulty of each specific question paper. Trusting this underlying mechanism allows you to focus on the variables you can control rather than the imbalances you cannot. How does the algorithm mathematically compensate for a more difficult paper? The answer lies in the data profile of the very first shift on June 8th. These candidates perform a blind jump. They enter the exam hall with 0 data on this year's specific topic weightage, question patterns, or difficulty trends. This bar chart shows the calculated boost typically applied to Shift 1. The normalization algorithm often awards a higher point adjustment to these early test takers to compensate for their lack of prior context. Going first provides a mathematically protected position where the risk of the unknown is mitigated by systemic weighting. For those testing on June 9th and 10th, the strategy shifts. Without the Day 1 score boost, you have to rely on a different kind of leverage. Your advantage is the availability of real-time data from the preceding shifts. By analyzing the structural makeup of the Day 1 papers, you can identify which chapters the examiners are prioritizing and which topics are trending for this specific recruitment cycle. Use the hours between shifts to ruthlessly revise these identified areas, refining your knowledge to match the actual demands of the current exam. While Day 1 candidates are rewarded for their bravery in the face of the unknown, candidates in later shifts utilize data to narrow their focus, balancing the playing field through tactical preparation. Enter into hall with a rigid, safe score in mind, such as a fixed target of 240 points, creates a dangerous psychological trap. This graph shows how a fixed target can fail you. If the paper is exceptionally difficult, the actual cutoff may drop to 200, making a lower raw score highly competitive. When candidates feel they are falling short of an arbitrary number, they often panic and commit errors on questions they actually know, destroying their performance on a paper they were otherwise winning. Adaptability is essential. Evaluate the paper's difficulty in real time and adjust your expectations to match the actual conditions of the test. Maintaining focus means ignoring the speculative debates and negative talk often found at testing centers. In a competition this narrow, success often comes down to securing the 1 or 2 extra marks that separate those who receive a uniform from those who fall just short of the cutoff. Your only objective is to deliver your personal best within your specific shift, trusting the normalization algorithm to process the final results. Winning a spot on the force depends on leveraging the specific tactical edge of your assigned shift, turning the variables of the system into a personal competitive advantage.